going out for dates and sort of joking that dating wasn't as great as you may remember. But some people may be anxious to get back out there. Like you said, we're all kind of craving maybe some togetherness and maybe some of that connection. So what advice do you have for them?
Well, I think that there are ways to date safely. So thinking outside, social distance, kind of activity-based dates as opposed to going into a restaurant or inviting somebody into your home. Honestly, though, I think that it's also okay to do things like talking on the phone. I was just meeting with a millennial client who is single and dating. I suggested this to her, and it's hard. But I think it's an easy way to get to know people quickly, at least to determine who you want to invest time and energy and risk meeting in person, because not everyone is going to be that person.
Sure, sure. Well, and when it comes to couples, you know, some may not be getting as much me time that they perhaps want now that a lot of us are working from home. What advice do you have for them? Maybe they're kind of feeling like their relationship is also in a pressure cooker and they just want some space, and that's kind of hard to come by sometimes.
It is. I think it's important to have courageous and open conversations about how you're feeling before it turns into a conflict. It is absolutely okay to talk about what you're needing and to also restructure things in your home. If it's having a private space, if it's having dedicated time where you're not obligated to talk to each other or even do things together, I think that can be really good for the mental health of both partners.
Absolutely. All right, last but not least, not all of us need to be in a relationship. So what coaching tips do you have for those who are fine just being by themselves?
The world is your oyster. I think that people who tend towards introversion or who are comfortable with solitude are really in such a nice place right now because they don't feel anxiety about being alone. They know how to entertain themselves. And even though they value their friendships or companions, they don't need it. And that's a huge advantage in this particular moment in time.
Absolutely. Any last minute advice, perhaps, Dr. Bobby, that you might have just for anybody? I mean, I think whether you're single or in a relationship or wherever you might be in that space, I think we're all craving togetherness in some capacity. So what advice do you have there?
This is a beautiful time to deepen our connections with others. I think it's achieved through authentic vulnerability. So not just spending time with people and investing in your relationships, but opening up about how you're really feeling and what's going on in your life and making yourself known, because chances are other people are feeling very much the same way. And to have that point of connection makes it safe for them to talk about their feelings too, and is how safe relationships are cultivated.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much, Dr. Bobby, for joining us. We do appreciate your insight. And to get more relationship and life advice, just head to growingself.com. We'll be right back.